So we have to kind of play along a little bit as the bad guy with the swing, because this is not a heavy weapon, it's a very light weapon. This is something that moves fast and can be used with one hand to hit somebody. If it was made of metal or lead, it would be hard to use one hand and swing it. It would require two. And the difference, this is very fast, so it doesn't have a lot of weight behind it, but if it hits something like your shin or your kneecap, it's gonna work really well. Or on your face, it's gonna work. But if it hits your shoulder or your chest, it's just gonna sting. Whereas if it was a bat or a pipe and it hits your shoulder or chest, it's gonna be very different. So you have to think of this as a weighted weapon, even though it's not. So if I swing this, I can swing it very quickly because it's so light. If it was weighted, I'd have to swing it and then slow it down and then swing it again. So it has a lot of weight behind it, but it's very slow. So, Peter, if I had something like that, it would take me a second to swing it. The first swing is always going to be from the heavy side or the strong side. That person's strong side is going to be the first swing with the intent of hitting me. So, on the first swing, all I want to do is get out of the way of it. Now, the next swing is going to be his weak swing. As he's swinging the weak one, I stay out of the way, and then I'll start to fix my foot stance, my distance, and all that. Then I'm going to time it on the strong swing. Right as it passes by, I'm going to come in and clinch it. And then from the clinch, we can take him down. We'll show it, but we're not going to spend much time with that. So if I knew he was going to do this, I wouldn't be anywhere near him. It wouldn't make any sense. But if he was standing like that, I wouldn't be near him. But if you pick something up right in front of me and swing at me, the first thing I want to do is just get out of the way as far as I can. On the next one, I'm starting to fix my stance and judge it. On the third one, that face. On the third one, that's a strong swing again. Right as it passes, I move in. Now if he swings it at me, he can't really hit me. But to further protect myself from the backswing, as I come in, I'm gonna block the arm with my hand, so when he tries to swing, he can't until I can get here. And then I can get over here and control it. And then take it. So as the person swinging it, first swing, strong side. Second one, weak side. Third one, right as it passes his body, comes in and it clinches. We can just stop right here. We don't have to do the tape. We're just practicing understanding the mechanics. As he gets better at it, I can go faster. So you have to pretend a little bit with this because it's not very heavy. But if it was a bat, it would be really hard to accelerate and then to decelerate. Accelerate and then slow down. It's got so much weight. Your job is to stay out of range. On the first one, it would be something like this. On the second one, I'm starting to get my footing. Then the third one, I'm waiting for it to pass. As soon as it passes, I move in, I clinch. You guys have any questions about it? Yeah.
Do you want to push over the arms, under the arms, or does it matter?
You just want to be close. Okay. And you're going to grab whatever you can get. But as this passes, shoulder and elbow. That's grip is probably going to be the best thing for you. Anything else with that? So remember, as a bad guy, you have to kind of pretend this is super heavy and swing it as though it was. Don't try to hit each other for real because someone may make a mistake and hit it up. So just nice and slow, we're just practicing the movement, not the speed of the movement. You guys have any questions? Let's do it. 1, 2, 3. 2 hands holding the stick. All right, you ladies are done. This is one to show the first time.
Okay. Well, it was a pleasure hanging out with
Good
everybody.
job.
Thank you.
Thank you. I apologize. I wasn't really going to train tonight. I'm stinky's ready. You can't talk. And the next one actually is really important. Is it okay if I talk you through it, Kevin? Peter. So just seat it and do your neck and choke. It doesn't matter who does it.
Oh, it matters to me.
I'm having a feeling of deja vu here.
Oh, seated position. Yes, you gotta put stand and everything. So do your neck and choke. It's not a great position to try to defend. Once it's locked in, your time's super limited, and you're lucky if you can untangle this. But it is possible to undo it. What Kevin's going to do is he's going to bridge up and lay back onto Peter.
I'm just.
And not too rough, but he's going to try to put the back of his head on Peter's face, ideally. And what that does, it makes it really hard for Peter to finish the choke. It's hard to find leverage on the choke. Not impossible, but it's hard. Now, the next thing is Kevin's going to have to untangle it. So the laced arm, he's going to have to find it and take it over and then wrap it under his arm like this. Now, that's still a threat there, but as long as Kevin keeps his head close to Peter, Peter has a lot less leverage on the choke. But what Kevin's going to do is he's going to pull that arm down and then create a frame. Yep. Just like this. Now, he's going to fall off to the side that he's framing, scoot his hip out, and slide the arm over to the other side of the head. Turn it face in, and he's out. Now, because Peter's not trying to choke him, that looks reasonable. But when someone's trying to choke you, that's a very difficult task. But it is the heading that you're looking for here. If you could start sooner before the second arm gets laced in, that's going to be better. If you can start before the arm ever gets around the neck, even better. But we're practicing from the worst case scenario, and then wherever you end up there in sparring, you start the process as soon as possible. So let's do it head this way. Or that way. Either way, it's fine. So Kevin wraps the neck, laces the second arm. Right away, Peter's going to push back toward him. One of the things that's going to help you here is having your legs wide so you have good balance, and try to put the back of your head in their face. Now you can be really rough with this, so don't be too rough. But just out of curiosity, back of the head on his face, Peter, and let's see how long it takes for him to choke. Go ahead. That's pretty good. That's probably 2 to 3 seconds better than if he didn't do that. So that's enough time to possibly go back and grab a hand. Go ahead. Yeah, and then just put it over your head. What's that? Yeah. So if you put it over your head, put it on your arm, and now pull the other arm down. So probably have to pull the other hand. Down that hand. And then this. But you don't want to bring your arm all over the You're just making a frame on the side. All over it, and then slide it right to the other side of the head. So, do it again one time. So you get it completely locked in. Right away, Kevin puts his head on Peter's face, finds the hand, and then undoes it. And wraps it under his arm. Pulls the other hand down, turns the grip, and inserts the frame. At this point, the choke is pretty much gone. He'll fall to the same side he's framing. And here he starts hipping out, turning his body, and then sliding his hand to the opposite side of his head. As soon as his hand's on the opposite ear, there's no more choke. And then how you follow it up is up to you. You can try to go to the mount, you can try to go to the side mount. You can put your hooks in, butterfly hooks. You could also just grab the leg and use that to control it until you come up to the side. But the main thing is you're getting out of a definite finish position. Reasonable is probably something like 60% success rate across the spectrum of different skill levels. And part of it's going to have to do with how committed they are, how strong they are, how deep it is when you start. But it is a way out. That's the main thing. Having some idea what to do is better than having nothing. Because the other option is you're dead. It's true. So do you guys have any questions about the steps? Yeah.
The reason for that
Well, they're supposed to make it this, so you can't grab the fingers. Whatever you do.
whatever, you know.
Yeah, it's going to be different all the time, depending on how things turn, hurry, or pulling. You might not be able to grab the same thing every time. You're gonna grab
And I
it.
didn't see it.
And sometimes if you can get the back of your head right on their face, they'll let go.
Nope.
Because it's uncomfortable, they'll start defending that. But you're most likely going to need to take this and peel it, back it over, and pull this down, insert the frame. But let's run through it a little bit. We got about 10 minutes to work on that, and we'll figure out questions as we go, and see if we can make this work. Good? All right, 1, 2, 3.